Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. These are my eBay finds from Friday and Saturday, October 3rd and 4th. And there's also a few things from a couple days before that when I went to shop at the kids' consignment sale for my daughter's clothes. I always, look around and see if there's anything that I can pick up to sell when I go there. So I didn't get as much this weekend as I planned. Usually, these last few weekends in October are really busy because, it's the last hurrah before the weather gets really cold. So I was planning on going to tons of sales, but Friday we had the remnants of that nor'easter that hit South Carolina so badly. I feel so sorry for them. So I only hit a rummage sale that day because most of the other sales were canceled. And Saturday, it wasn't raining, but it was cold and gray and dreary, and I was just completely unmotivated. I did go out and hit some sales and found a few good things, but I don't think I even left here until 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm sure we all have those days when, we're just... we're tired and we just don't feel like dragging our butts out of bed that early to go to sales. So it doesn't happen to me very often, but it did this weekend. So I'm gonna jump in and show you guys what I got at the consignment sale first. The good thing about that sale is that you have to work volunteer shifts in order to get a higher percentage back on your items. So I worked 2 shifts and I ended up getting 75% of my sales back, and the other 25 go to obviously the lady who runs the sale, and she also donates some to charity. But I like to work the beginning of the sale when all the items come in and I inspect them and they go out on the floor, because I get to kind of scope out what's there and check out prices and see if there's anything I want to buy. So that's what I did Monday and Tuesday when I worked my 2 shifts. So Wednesday I was allowed to go in a little while before most of the other buyers, because if you work a shift or 2, you're allowed to go in at a certain time. Unfortunately, I only work 2 shifts. Some people work 3. If they worked 3, they got to go in an hour before me. That was the earliest time you could go. I went in around 1 o'clock. There was a Harry Potter Lego set, brand new in the box, that I had my eye on because she only wanted $15 for it. It was worth like $115, but when I was working Monday night, I met another fellow eBay seller who I think worked an one more extra shift than me, and she had her eye on it too, so I'm sure she got her hands on it before I did. But I was able to pick up 2 of the other ones that this buyer or this seller had up for sale, which I was surprised. I thought they'd all be gone by the time I got there. But anyway, I got this Lego Atlantis set. Not sure what the year is on this. I don't even think I looked. 2010. This is the Undersea Explorer. She wanted, as you can see there, $15 for it. And I can make, I believe that one is like $30, $40. And then I also got this one. This is another Lego Atlantis set. This is the Exploration HQ. And this one, she was asking $20 for. And I think this one on eBay is worth like $50 or $60. So, not too bad. Not as good as that Harry Potter one, but, you gotta take what you can get. The other 2 things that I bought there to sell were, you're allowed to sell some other things other than strictly kids stuff, and one of those areas is crafting, and there's Christmas decor or just general house decor, furniture, all that kind of stuff, scrapbooking stuff. So there's a couple people that usually always drop off Stampin' Up! Stamps. So I found 2 sets that I liked. This one is called Grinning Ghouls from, I think, 2003. There's only one other set of these on eBay, and the lady wants $50 for it. So I'm gonna put mine up there for probably $24.99 with free shipping at auction, and see if I get any watchers. But this cost me $5, so I'll definitely make more than that on it. And then this is the other one. This one's called Loads of Love, where you have this pickup truck, and then you can put all these things in it. You can put the tree in it, the flowers, the hearts, and then it has all these sentiments that go with it. That one, and both of these look like brand new, by the way. This one was also, oh, this is 2004. This one should make me, this should sell for at least 20, I think. Maybe 25. So that was it from the consignment sale. Plus I got all my daughter's clothes for winter, which was fantastic, and made a profit to boot. So that's good. I love when I can get all her clothes for free. It's fantastic. Although that's not going to last much longer because she's getting bigger and she's soon going to outgrow the consignment sale, and then we're going to have to go to the actual store probably and get her clothes. But it's been great for the past 10 years because I've hardly spent anything on her wardrobe. Alright, then Friday, like I said, we had rain all day. Fortunately, we didn't get too much here. I think South Jersey got it worse than we did. And obviously, you know, South Carolina and those states down there. But I did find a rummage sale that I'd never been to before. It's about 20 minutes away at a Methodist church. Turned out to be okay. The prices were really good. Didn't have as much stuff as, you know, I would like them to have. Wasn't as big as I wanted it to be, but still a good one to put on the list. I think they have it twice a year. So what I've started to do is just search rummage in the garage sale section of Craigslist every week and see what comes up. And I've been finding a lot of new rummage sales that way. So that's worked out really well for me because, as you guys know if you watch me regularly, rummage sales are my favorite. So what I found there was, I went into the housewares room where they kind of had a little bit of everything, and got this little guy. I think he's from the 70s, and on the bottom it says NS Gustin Company or Gustin, and what you're supposed to do, I found out after I researched him on eBay, is you're supposed to put grated cheese in him, and then you shake it and it comes out of his eyeballs, which to me is really freaky. But my daughter thought it was fantastic and she wanted to keep it. I'm like, no, I am not keeping this thing. Besides, I guess I'd leave it, obviously I have to leave it in the fridge, and because it's open, it would just make the whole fridge stink. I hate Parmesan cheese. That is my kryptonite. You know, I'm sure all of you have that, like, one food out there which you just like, oh God, no. Well, Parmesan cheese is that for me, and bananas. That's the other thing I can't eat. But Parmesan cheese is worse. And it's horrible because I'm married to an Italian and I hate Parmesan cheese. Anyway, I got this little guy for $1. He's worth like 10. Oh, I didn't even realize he's got a little teeny tiny chip there. Oh, crap. Oh well. I should still be able to make about $10. It's not really obvious. And then for another $1, I got this really pretty mug. It says Talavera on the bottom. I gotta get this sticker off of here. But there was a tray or a platter of the same design, and you could see the Talavera really clearly on that one. But I didn't feel like shipping the whole big platter, so I just bought the mug for $1. Looks like it's never been used. Should be able to make about 10 on that. And then they had some beauty products in there, and you guys know that I love to buy that kind of stuff because that kind of stuff can really sell well. Just got this little thing of what is it? Hand and Body Lightening Cream. It's only worth maybe, I don't know, $5 or $6. But I didn't have time to look it up on my phone. So that was $1. Then I got this Elizabeth Arden. It's Visible Difference Oil Control, Refining Cleanser, and Toner. These were packed in a clamshell, plastic clamshell, packaging. But it does look like some of it might have evaporated, unfortunately. But I'm just going to explain, how I found it and see how it goes from there. It also came with this little case, although these two things don't really fit in there. And then there's these, what are these? Oh, pore cleansing strips, I guess the ones you put over your nose or something. There's a few samples of those in there. Can't find this box anywhere on eBay, so I'm going to put the whole lot up together. I think it cost me $2, hoping to get maybe 15 to 20 out of that. Then the other thing I found there was this. This is Mary Kay Time Wise Visibly Fit Body Lotion. This I think cost me 25 cents. It's brand spanking new in the box. Should be able to get, I think, 15 to 20 out of that too. Don't quote me on those prices. I'd look things up quickly, but I can't really remember everything. Let's see. Then I bought a couple games in the game room. This is from a Scrabble RSVP set. These are all little letter dice, but obviously they look like little dice. And I got rid of the rest of the game because I just really wanted to sell the tiles. I could probably get about $10 for these. I paid $1 for the game. And the other game I got in there, which was also $1, was this backgammon set. And this thing is heavy. And this is from Drew. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's either Druk or Druek and Sons. They do a lot of chess, also cribbage, stuff like that. And they make some really nice sets. This one looks brand spanking new in the box. And all the pieces are there. So I can't find another one with this exact item number on eBay. But I'm hoping to get at least 15, hopefully 20, maybe 25 out of that. Alright, then I found this contraption, which I'd never seen before, but it was the only crafty thing they had. They had nothing crafty. Of course, I went there, looking for needlework kits. Couldn't find any. Haven't had much luck the past few weeks with needlework kits. But I found this. This is called a Flynn Company quilt frame. Yeah, it's a multi-frame system. And you put your quilts on this contraption. Yeah, 2-rail setup provides plenty of working room. So, I don't quilt. I don't sew. So, I don't know what this thing is supposed to do. But you get this little DVD with it, which does work. I tested that out. You get all the instructions with it. They threw in 2 spools of thread. And then you get these 2 frame rods. And then, unfortunately, it only had 2 of these knobs. Which are actually, as you can see, 2 pieces. This unscrews off of this one. They originally came with 6. But I did find the website for this place. And I can get the 4 remaining knobs that I need for about $20. Which I'm probably gonna buy and have shipped to me, because if this is complete, I paid $2 for it. If it's complete, I can probably make about $60 to $75 on it. So it's worth it for me to order the missing knobs that I need. Oops. All right. And the last thing that I bought there was This was the first thing I found in the book section when I went there. This is Tony Robbins' Personal Power 2, The Driving Force. All these are brand spanking new and still sealed. And there's also, I believe this goes with it. I'm not really sure. Maybe not. It's pretty scratched up. But anyway, most important thing is all the CDs are here and the Success Journal. And there's some other paperwork back here. I paid $10 for this, but I should be able to make probably $50 to $60 off of that. Easy. So that was the rummage sale on Friday. Like I said, I didn't hit any other sales because of the weather. So then Saturday rolled around and there were a ton of community sales. That drives me crazy when they all schedule them on the same day. I wish they could, like, I don't know, communicate with each other and realize that all these people cannot go all these places at once. They would have much better luck if they kind of staggered it. But anyway, I didn't get out of here till 10 anyway, so I was only able to hit 2 neighborhoods. Fortunately, they were all having their sales. They had everything set up in their garages, so it was good. But I did have to go to a lot of sales to find the stuff that I did buy. There were, I think I maybe went to 15 to 20, you know, just driving around the neighborhoods, and I bought stuff at maybe 4. That was pretty sad. But at the first one, I got 2 of these Simply Beads kits. I have sold these in the past. These are like a monthly club subscription kind of a thing. I don't know how much they originally cost. If anybody knows, let me know if anyone has bought these. But some of them go better than others. It all depends on the design. So I bought this Copper Captivates one. Everything you need is in it. And this Christmas ensemble, just because Christmas is coming. And those were $2 a piece. She had like 8 other ones, but she wanted 2 a piece for them, and she wasn't going to give me a break if I bought all of them. So, and some of them weren't worth me buying. I wasn't going to make too much of a profit on them. So I should make about 15 on this one, and maybe 10, possibly 15 on this one closer it gets to Christmas. So wait and see. And then, and another sale, I got this. This is Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. Brand spanking new 1 ounce bottle. Got it for $2. It's worth about $30 with free shipping. Then I went to another sale. I wish I'd gotten there earlier, and it was my own fault. But I still got some good stuff from her. This woman always has great stuff, and she sells it dirt cheap. And they only have a sale like once every 2 years. But like I said, I just was not feeling it on Saturday and did not feel like going out. But I think for 50 cents or $1, I bought this Christopher Radko ornament. I think this is from his Woodland Winds collection. It is signed Radko on the back. I should be able to get at least 10 out of that. I don't have the box. Got a couple pens. This is a Pilot. All the instructions I think are in Japanese, but this is a Pilot. What is this? Pilot clutch point. Oh, this is a mechanical pencil. I think that was $1. Yeah. Might get like 10 out of that. And then this Pierre Cardin pen and pencil set. Might be able to get like 10 out of that. I don't think she charged me $2 for that. She might have, but she usually gives me a break. Then I got this little pewter, I think it's a grape leaf salt cellar with the little spoon. This is from, hold on. I think it says Clay Company back there. Somebody else has one on eBay. I think they want 20 for it. So I paid maybe 50 cents or $1, so I'm hoping to get maybe 10 to 15 out of it. And then these were probably my 2 best buys from her. These are Swarovski Crystal Memories items. This one actually has 2 things in it. It has the little teacup, which I can probably make 15 to 20 on, I think. And it also has the champagne flute. I'm not sure whether I should sell these together or not. I might. Originally, I think the champagne flute, there were 2 of them, and they might have come with a bottle of champagne also, but I just have this, so I might just sell these both together. So that was the first one, and that was 50 cents, which is great for Swarovski. And then this one is adorable. It's this tiny little, no, watch, I can't get it out of here. Of course I can. There we go. It's this teeny tiny little inkwell. How cute is that? Again, that cost me 50 cents, and that's worth about 20. So that was all I got from her. Then, oh, a Tuesday morning, I did pick up the Spellbinders die for I think $5.99 because I realized I could get like 15 out of it for people buying things for Christmas to make their Christmas cards. And I'm not all that into angels, so I figured I would resell that. And last but not least, my big buy of the day, which cost me a whopping $3, which I was shocked, was this. And it's heavy. I went to this lady's house, and she had this sitting there, and I knew what it was because I have one, I have a Wizard of Oz one. It's called an animated animation, and you turn it on. Oh, I think I already did turn it on. And there's a button over here. It's hard to see, but there's a button right there. And you push the button, and then I'll let you guys see what happens. Oh, I gotta turn it up. There we go.
You're a darn tootin' buster. I did call a pussy cat. Thought you'd outfox those fans. Bumper and bucket cat. Oh, the poor pussy cat had an accident.
So that's it, guys. This is a great piece. I know the one that I have is worth way more than $3. This one has a couple scuff marks on the acrylic, but it says Tweety on Sylvester there. It's numbered, and if I can do this, sorry guys. Also has the COA in an envelope on the back. And up at the top here, right here, it takes 4 C batteries, and you just hang it on the wall, and there you go. So I should be able to get probably 100 for that with no problem. There's some people that have this thing up there for like $300 or $500, and I'm like, are you kidding me? But anyway, that was my big score of the weekend. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will be back to show you what I get next weekend, which should be pretty busy. So thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.